Hey guys, Thong there, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, Thong Dad's got the Richarlison trim. Some fans were saying the Super League was cancelled because of that haircut. It's probably right, even Richarlison reposted, you love to see it. But listen, the Super League was cancelled, we made the difference.
Oh my goodness, we saved football between us. It was an incredible day at Stamford Bridge. And massive respect to the thousands of people who turned up. Chelsea fans mainly, but fans from all clubs.
Absolutely.
And I loved it, the passion that was there. And you know what it reminded me of there?
What?
Football. That was football.
It really was
messy. It was loud. There was pyro. That's what football is. This is the thing, Theo. That is what football is.
Yeah.
All right? It's not clean. It's not the way the Glazers want it. Everyone's sitting in beautiful manicured stadiums paying $100 eating popcorn. That's not football.
And it brings us on to today's video. Now the Super League is cancelled. Obviously top 6 clubs signed up for it. Now they need to be punished. Some people are saying fines, some people are saying points deductions. Today we're going to basically assess every different option.
Well, I'll tell you what, Theo, I feel sorry for the players and the managers.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on Sunday in his press conference. He hadn't got a clue what was going on.
I know.
The same with all the other managers with all the players. They didn't know what to do, did they, Theo?
Absolutely.
Petr Cech turns up, you know, one of the coaches, and he's like, what do I say here?
I know.
Because he's not being briefed, because it's, you know, it's 12 greedy people sat in the boardroom who made the decisions. It's a bloody disgrace there.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Dad, we've got 2 options to go through today. Either you punish the owners alone, or you punish the owners and the club. Let me give you the reasoning for both. First of all, let's speak about the reasoning for punishing the owners alone and not the club. The players and the staff are not involved in this decision, and most of them were probably against it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what, Theo? Those Chelsea fans who came yesterday, I don't want to kick them out of a semi-final of the Champions League.
No, but
it's not that. No, this is very important. I don't want to punish those Chelsea players. I don't want to punish the Chelsea manager. I say you go for the pockets of the greedy bastards who own these clubs. You go after the likes of the Joel Glazers. They don't understand the points deduction there. All they understand is a monetary, is $1, £1, €1 deduction from their billions. That's all they understand. Go after them in their pockets there.
I'll play devil's advocate here. The reason you might want to go for the clubs as well is you want to lay down the rules. If you go for the owners and you chase money after it, they're billionaires, Dad. They can pay off a fine. If you want to set an example so they don't go out and do this again, you might need to come in with a little bit of a point deduction to the top 6 football clubs.
The one thing we can agree on, Theo, before we go further, there must be a punishment.
Yes.
Because these 12 clubs, let's talk about the 6 clubs in England, because we know more about them. These 6 clubs have shown that they are complete snakes. You cannot trust them 1 inch.
You can't.
Because, and I'll tell you why, they were talking to UEFA about the new format Champions League, right up to the last minute. And then they turn their phones off, because they've got this bloody European Super League up their sleeves.
They don't care.
Complete snakes. How can any of these people, Ed Woodward, etc., etc., how can any of these people be involved with the Premier League, with UEFA?
They can't.
They can't. Kick all these snakes.
They can't be trusted. They're just going to go for a money grab. If they ask you a question, they're going to work out which one earns the more cash and say that. They won't think about the fans. There needs to be more positions between the fans and the Premier League.
Now, what I would do, Theo, I'd do a couple of things. Number 1, a monetary immediate fine in millions of pounds to all the owners.
Not the club, the owners directly.
Well, it's effectively the same thing, to be quite honest.
Can they directly affect the owners though? Because if you hit the clubs with a bill, that actually might affect the club.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't directly go to an owner because it's in the business.
You're in danger of getting into some sticky legal
court cases. You can't actually go for the owners. You have to go for the club.
A decision made by Manchester United PLC or whatever it's called. You have to go after Manchester United and not Joel Glazer and the owners.
Is it worth it though?
Yes.
If you're actually affecting the pocket of the club. Because these are rare, but the likes of Glazers don't put money in. So you take money away from Manchester United, the Glazers are thinking, fair enough, you take that lowers the budgets of our transfer window, we're still taking out the same amount. Do you know what I mean? It's going to affect the same levels.
You can't just say, slap on the wrist, Joel Glazer, you've been a naughty boy, don't do it again. You can't do that.
Right.
It's got to really hurt. He's got to sell a yacht to pay this fine. Secondly, you say to them, right, from now on you'll have no positions on any of these committees. Premier League, UEFA. Thirdly, Theo, you say if you do this again, oh my God, these are the fines and punishments you'll get, because they'll try something again.
Dad, this is the first time this has happened. They have to set an example. For me, they have to hit them with points deductions. That will hurt a football club more than anybody else. And to lay down the rules to make sure they don't try this again in 5 years' time if a new project comes along and throws money in their face, you have to come in with points deductions. Bolton Wanderers got a -12 point deduction for not attending a football game because the wages hadn't come in. Guess whose fault that was? The owners. Did they directly go and affect the owners? No. They went to the club and it was -12 points. It relegated us. If we get punished for not turning up to a game with wages avoided for -12 points, there is absolutely no chance these top 6 teams get away with this. It can't be a different rule for a bigger football club.
No, that is a very good point. We need some proportion there. So fines, I would say fines. Other people would say point deductions.
10 points would mean City is still winning the league, Man United is still second, and Arsenal and Spurs ending that mid-table stretch, not getting relegated. But what 10 points will do, will set an example going forward for the Premier League to show who's boss, so they don't get snaked on again by the biggest football clubs in the league. I'd punish the owners with big fines, not little ones where you slap on the wrist and say, oh, this billionaire will affect you with £10,000. That'll do a big difference. No, you've got to come in with bigger fines.
That is their burgundy, isn't it? At their Sunday dinner.
That's how much their truffle costs on pasta. You know what I mean?
No, that is a very big shout there. The only thing that I'd say in favour of the greedy 12 is they changed their minds fairly quickly. That's the only positive I can say about them.
What they've done is they've misled all the other 14 teams in the Premier League.
They have,
West Ham, for a moment, we're thinking we're about to win the Prem. These guys are leaving, they're leaving. Liverpool literally left the Premier League Association for a couple days and rejoined. Listen, they can't have this much power. They're changing their decisions like it means nothing. No! This changes the whole of the football world. They've misled the other 14 clubs. And in a way, that's another reason why they should be punished.
I'd like to think of something even bigger to punish them, Theo. And this will take longer and will involve the government. A new ownership model for football.
This could be a separate video. A lot of people have been mentioning, let's look to the long term and let's do the 50+1% where the fans have the majority ownership so they make the decisions. Guess what? No German team signed up for the European Super League. Wonder why? Because the fans had the opinion. Going forward, would that be a good idea for the Prem?
I think that is a spectacular idea. Somewhere like Chelsea, you need owners and bosses and chief executives who actually drink on the Fulham Road with the fans.
They're down the old...
So when they're having a coffee or a burgundy down the cafe, the fans can talk to them, and it might be a compliment or it might be saying you've got that one wrong. That's what we need.
And please subscribe if you want more updates. Well, there's no more updates on the Super League, but we'll keep you posted on everything going on in England and Europe, and if there's any more developing Super Leagues, we'll be the first to tell you to cancel it. One thing we do need to talk about is that Champions League 2024 plan. Shocker. New video coming out about that soon. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe and notifications on so to never miss a video, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye, guys.
We saved football. Come on!
Come on.